Good night, YouTube. Special shout outs to all my fans in Pakistan. I even, oh yes, I forgot, there's even some folks in Switzerland that I need to say hello to. And of course, I'm not forgetting the Aussies, folks from down under. Well, tonight my topic would be the sterilization of Donald Sterling. Okay, this has been a tough week for the NBA. It has been a harsh week for black people or people who consider themselves black and colored folks. It has been a trying week, personally, because when I heard of some of these comments, I cringed on the inside. Why? Because I never knew that black people or people of color were so low in the minds of other folks, or people think so low of us. It was just unimaginable. Mind you, I am not gonna say that I'm stunned in the sense that I believe that, well, I'm living in a world where racism has completely vanished. No, I don't believe so. I'm not going to brag, but I've been educated over 8 years in the study of slavery, the slave trade, and I know personally that it's going to take millennia almost, or hundreds of years before quote unquote racism disappear, but it still hurts to hear words like that coming out of the mouth of somebody who basically has a lot of power. I mean, the guy's worth close to $2 billion. It's just painful to hear. And in the words of Oprah Winfrey, Donald Sterling has to understand that the plantation is days are over. It's done. And there's no going back. Now, what Donald Sterling said is a view that is shared by many folks. Okay, do you hear me? Many people. They believe, they think, and they believe exactly like him. The thing is, they don't say it, or at least they don't say it in public, or else we was gonna have more tapes, or people sometimes refuse to mention what they have just heard. Regardless of what, there are a lot of people who think like Donald Sterling, and it needs to stop. It really does need to stop. What is it that we could do to stop this? Nothing much, except to ask that we raise our children, we raise the future generation in a way in which they have tolerance, where they have a tolerance for people who are different from them, where they're able to say, well, let's love each other. And it's not going to end overnight. Racism is not going anywhere. It's a system as that began millennia ago, and it's going to take millennia for it to end. Where do we go from here now? There's been a lot of quote unquote uprising. Everybody and their mother is saying, "Oh, Donald Sterling is the racist. Donald Sterling is this. Donald Sterling is that." Okay, but what is the what is the real intentions of these people that are quote unquote speaking out? Okay, is it being part of the new hot topic? Is it TV ratings? Like, what is there are a lot of people talking, but what are the intentions? What exactly are people gaining from this? We know the TV news network ratings have been boosting. We know the the web visits for TMZ has skyrocketed. We know that the YouTube channel views for ESPN has skyrocketed because of Magic Johnson's comment. So we know that there's money being made off of this controversy. But what does that mean? Okay, is there any end game for this situation? The NBA commissioner spoke loudly today when he banned Donald Sterling for the rest of his life and fined him $2.5 million. He spoke loudly like the NBA is not going to tolerate this type of behavior anymore. But what does this all mean? Does this mean that racism has ended? Absolutely not. The only way to stop racism is through dialogue, continual dialogue, and actions like what the commissioner made today to let people know, well, hello, you might think this way or you believe this way, or you think that okay, it's okay to be racist, and you think that it's okay to say I feed these people, I clothe these people. Who are these people? We're human beings. I'm hoping that the actions that the commissioner did today by banning Donald Sterling for the rest of his life from the NBA made a difference in somebody's life. Because as a community, we need to address these issues. As people in general, we need to come together and live as one. We need to stop racism.